Over in Blue Creek, the men of Reinland are farming and raising cattle on the fertile land of the Valley Ranch. But it's how they do things that makes them the best at what they do. In the time that I spent with the men of Reinland, I saw some beautiful land. 6 miles of roads divide jungle, farm, and fields. Endless acres of soybeans, corn, and black-eyed peas. In Belize there is sun, and their watering system keeps their plants in the peak of health, and that spells success.
Yeah, we had problems with this thing getting stuck. The ruts were getting too deep.
That's Benny. He's in charge of prepping, planting, and harvesting the crops. The Reinland Ranch is blessed with water. Water for their crops and sweet water for the cattle to drink. These are just some of the reasons that Reinland meats are the best in Belize. They were kind enough to show us around, and there was much more to be seen. You gotta have a lot of machinery to take care of 10,000 acres of land. Big tractors and smaller ones, cultivators, turbo tillers, diskers, and rippers. These fellows are John Deere fans. Benny takes care of the machinery.
Yeah, during harvest you spend about 6-7 hours a day in here.
You gotta love what you do to stay on top. Long hours and hard work pays off for the men of Reinland. This is Albert, the father and CEO.
40 years ago, we started ranching in Belize. We went through the Charlie, Santa Gertrudis, Brahman, and then we turned into Nalore about 25 years ago. And like this boy here, he comes from Mérida, Yucatan. He won the first class at the Nalore show this year, or last year. And he won the grand champion of the race. Very nice bull. And we've been buying these kind of bulls and been turning them into our herds. And we have a pretty nice cow herd. And we keep on breeding. They're doing really good for us.
Now meet Jason. Jason is an agronomist, creating strategies to strengthen crop production and soil management. Jason is also in charge of the cattle.
What you see here is an experiment that we've been working on. Is some of those small red calves that you see back there and the pinkish white ones is an insemination program that we've been trying with red Angus on the Nalore cows to see the quality of meat between the pure Nalore and the mixed Nalore with the pure Angus. And so we've done some of this in the past already and don't find a huge difference in the marbling as well as the softness in the meat. But we all know that Angus is world renowned, has a large name, but for Central America we find that the Nalore has the quality of meat that is on par with the Angus.
These calves here, there's quite a few of them. We try to wean them by the time they're the age of 8 months, and they go straight in the feedlot where they're fed a little bit lighter in the beginning, and then after a while we give them the full ration. And most of them are out of the feedlot by the time they're 13 months. Some are exceptional, they get out at 12 months, and some are a little bit slower. But we're very happy with the Nalore, but we have our eyes open and we try different stuff like the Angus, and which has worked real well for us too.
Well, now you have seen the farm and the food that is grown to feed these special cattle. Reinland's meat processing is just as well thought out. Built on plans approved by HACCP, Reinland's meat processing is state-of-the-art. This is Master Butcher Royston Tillman. He is responsible for taking Reinland's meat to the next level. Using technology and techniques found nowhere else in this country, Reinland meat is the preferred meat of the finest restaurants and resorts of Belize. Reinland Meats makes over 50 products, but they are best known for their ribeyes, New York strip, and sirloin steaks. Their 5 types of sausages, hamburger, and premium ground steak. These products are packed and frozen impeccably with the most modern methods, then delivered from the north to the south. Now you've gotten a little taste of what makes Reinland meats the best in Belize. Now it's time to get a little taste of Reinland meats, the best meat in Belize from some very smart ranchers.